Welcome, everyone. You are welcome, welcome, welcome. Just go to the chat box and tell us where you are joining us from. This is a session that the TPC has put together to empower and ensure that young professionals are, skillful in the area of communication and public speaking. So I don't want you to take it for granted. This is a 5 weeks program that has been put together. We have spent a lot of time. We have ensured that people come on board, and that's why this particular session is put together, the open day, where we are, asking everyone to join us to have a taste of what is going to ensue in the coming weeks. So I want you to be expectant. Thank you very much, Evelyn, joining from Kampala. Yeah, thank you, Josephine. Yeah, Kampala also. Oh, someone is joining from Chira. Wow, wow, wow. That's powerful. Yes, yes, yes. Entebbe. Wow, almost going out of the country. Somebody is almost traveling out, joining from Entebbe. Wow, that's great. That's great. Good to see everyone. Yes, somebody from Nigeria, Rita. Thank you so much. Bolenga. Okay, glad to see you. I hope to know where that is. Yes, 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 yes. Somebody joining from Namugongo. Yes, Christine. Yeah, I hope you're not near the shrine. Okay, yes, Patricia from Kampala. Yes, Ginger. Wow, all the way from Ginger. Oh, that's wonderful. Lubowa. Wow, wow, wow. Almost close to the airport. Wow, that's powerful. Chisasi. Oh, Namugongo. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is lovely. This is lovely. So I want to encourage you, if you have not yet paid up for the mentorship, Samuel will discuss more about that. We have tried to make sure that you can pay in installments. So instead of 450, now we have made it to 400. So you can pay 200 at first installment, and then later you pay the remaining balance, just for us to ensure that you partake of this great opportunity. Yes, then all that details will be given to you. We have prepared like a mini booklet for you to see what we shall be doing. We have assignments for you, and so don't take it for granted. I was in a session like this some years ago, and those are the questions we shall answer. Is public speaking for gifted people, or is it for people who are just extroverts, or is it also for people who are introverted and shy? They don't want to, get themselves involved in public speaking. But I want to tell you that it's not just for gifted people. I'm gifted in speaking, but I didn't take it for granted that I'm gifted. I had to, hone the skill. I had to nurture the skill. So public speaking, communication is not of nurture, I mean, of nature only, but of nurture. We have started. I've started. I think let me start sharing my screen. Samuel, if you can give me the right to
You
share
have the right. You have
my.
the right.
Okay, okay, okay. So, as you can see the screen there, I hope it's clear enough for you to
You
see.
can put your presentation mode.
Okay, all right. Is it okay now?
Yes, it's fine now.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. So as I was saying, public speaking is not just nature, but also nurture. You have to nurture yourself to get to the height where you want to see yourself. It's about your goals. What are your growth goals? So don't just see it as nature. Oh, Mr. or Coach Samuel is gifted in speaking. So that's why he is doing public speaking. Mr. Sanga is gifted in speaking. Or you name one or two persons that you know that speak very well in your office, in your church, or wherever you are. No, 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 no. Public speaking, communication is not just nature, it is nurture. So we want to encourage you to nurture it. This is part of the nurturing. This is part of the nurturing. So let's go ahead with our presentation. So I will be sharing some very key nuggets with you in this session. Some of you know me, some of you don't know me. I'm married to my beautiful wife, Dina Donna Nandawula Waligo Asanga. The names are too long. So she's a Ugandan and I am a Nigerian. So we had to tie the knots together from the west to the east. So right now I'm a Ugandan Nigerian or Nigerian Ugandan. So I am an executive coach or trainer in public speaking and communications. I'm also a marriage mentor. I'm very passionate. Myself and my wife, we're very passionate in marriage. We want to see young people, newlyweds, have thriving marriages. That is very key for us. Also, I am an author, I'm an inspirational teacher, I'm a preacher. For those of you who are Christians, even Muslims have preachers. So, as part of this session, I want us to always go with a vocabulary. It is important for you to learn a new word every week or in a month and see how to incorporate them in your speech. So consciously, intentionally, you use that word, but you make sure the word makes sense. Don't just speak something because you want to sound verbose and people are clapping for you, but in essence, you are not making sense in the sentence. For example, let me give you an example. I I I once experienced a story at the university some years ago where a guy, those of you that you would have known some students in on campus, they are very, 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 very funny. They want to speak big English. They don't even know the meaning of the English. And they just go and stand before the class, the lecture hall, and start speaking. Whereas what they are speaking does not make sense. But they had maybe a lecturer, a professor, a doctor somewhere speak those words, or a politician. And many at times it's with Uganda, you call it guilds president. Over there, we call it a student union government. Many a times is some of those people contesting for the student union government that try to, flabbergast the audience listening to them just to win votes. So there was this guy. He came and he was thanking one of the lecturers, and he said, "Oh, thank you very much, sir. You are very wonderful." People were shouting, "Eh?" They were clapping. "You have been good to us. Eh? You have been wonderful. Eh? You are so magnificent. Eh? Prof, your lectures have been so enriching. Eh? We have drank from the well of your knowledge. Eh? You are also very dubious." When he said that, "You are also very dubious," people began to look at themselves. To the guy, he kept on talking. He didn't know that dubious means something else. It's a negative word. But because he heard from somebody the word dubious, he decided to use it. So make sure the words you'll be using this week, this mentorship week, they make sense. So we have the word of the week, and the word of the week is hesitant. Hesitant. You can go to the chat box and you type it there. Hesitant. So part of what we shall be doing is that when you are giving your speech on video, on camera, make sure you see how to incorporate the word hesitant. And what does it mean? Not prompt, indecisive, or acting, hesitating. So, for example, she was hesitant joining the mentorship class. He was hesitant becoming a public speaking uh, guru, whatever it is. So you see how to incorporate it. Whatever speech you're going to be giving, whatever um, story you'll be sharing with us in 2 minutes, in 3 minutes, you make sure you incorporate the word hesitant. Hesitant. Thank you very much for those who are typing. Thank you. Yes, hesitant, hesitant, hesitant. So don't forget to use the word. Let's go ahead. We're going to see that becoming an excellent communicator is a journey, not a destination. So I don't want you to beat yourself so hard that no, this is something so hard, I can't do it. No, I'm encouraging you. And also, my heart is the same with Coach Samuel. We're encouraging you that this is not just a destination that we say, ah, we have reached. No, it's a journey. I am still in the journey. In fact, just 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I was chatting with my wife, and then I went to my email to search for something. And coincidentally, I saw a mentorship session that I had with one of the uh, public speakers in Nigeria, very prominent, is on top there. But I had a session with him, and it was a mentorship class. I was shocked that I was in that session. This was like 2016, 17. Can you imagine? And I saw myself in the picture. And one thing with me, I keep pictures. So I sent that picture to my email then, and I didn't know that I just dropped it there. I just dropped it there, and I was shocked that I was in that session. And now I'm in Kampala. And even that 2017, I think after that session, I moved I traveled down to Kampala. Immediately after the session, I traveled down to Kampala. So it's so amazing that it's not today. I've also seen other sessions beyond 2016, even when I was in on campus in 2000, 2001. I will be in the class, and some people be calling my name, public speaker. And I bought a lot of books then to read about public speaking. I was in 100 level, first year, second year, and it was so amazing. So this is not just a destination, it's a journey. So you have to uh, take it easy, pull up with yourself. We are going to look at the foundations of public speaking and communication skills. Why public speaking? Why communications? Very, very important. We are going to see in this session harnessing your speaking and communication potentials or potentials if you're a Nigerian. I saw that some Nigerians registered. Your value and your message, why public speaking and communication matters, questions to answer when communicating or present, and then we shall have the activity for the week. Now, for those of you who may not be able to pay up, we shall still look at your activity, your assignment. We shall mark it, we shall give you feedback, but then we shall take it further with those who decide to go on with us for the next 5 weeks. So let's look at harnessing your speaking and communication potential. What does it mean? when we say harnessing. Now, the word harnessing is a word that is commonly used with trying to control the horse. There is something they call harnessing, the harnessing strap. So when a horse, they wanted to push a cart, they wanted to do more, they put what they call harnessing. They harness the horse. So when we put it in our own context, we are talking about how you can use your God-given potential, how you can deploy, how you can discover, and how you can release your God-given potential. In this case, speaking and communication. In this case, also your voice, as Samuel mentioned at the beginning. Your voice is your power. Your voice is your platform. Your voice is the gift that you have. Um, I tell some people that I may not be good in football, I may not be good in athletics, I may not be good in so many things, but just give me the microphone and I can set a place ablaze. You have had that also with some other people. They tell you, just give me the microphone or let me just use my voice and I'm good to go. And that is it. So your voice is a gift, but many people don't understand this. Some people have realized that, and that's why they have developed their voices. Some are singers, some are rappers, some are talkers, some are communicators. So using your speaking and communication skills. Now, Peter Drucker, a 19th century management guru, said something which is so powerful and I can never forget. He said, as soon as you climb one step from the bottom, as soon as you go up one step from the bottom, your effectiveness is determined by your ability to either write or speak. Think about it. Your effectiveness is determined by how you are able to write or speak. So now we are talking of speaking and communication. I hope I'm clear. Speaking and communication, they go hand in hand. That's why we have titled this communication and also public speaking. Now, many people talk about public speaking. Oh, that is good, but I decided to create a niche for myself. Public speaking and communication. How do you communicate? Communication is not uh, just when you stand up to speak on the stage. In fact, your non-verbal cues is a communication itself. Think about that. That you are not speaking, you are just seated. You're already communicating. That you walk into the room, you're already communicating. That you are talking with your spouse, if you're married here, the way you communicate, the way you carry yourself, your enthusiasm, the way you walk in is already communicating. The way you write. Recently, I wrote an email to somebody. I was not happy about what happened, and I decided to give a detailed email of what transpired between that person and myself. It was a work situation, and I didn't like the approach the person used to to deal with me. We Nigerians, we are very outspoken, and apart from that, we are also sharp shooters. We want to nail things the way it is, and so most of the time we may have problems with other cultures. For example, I bring a closer example. I'm married to a Ugandan, and my wife is so sweet when she's talking, and she tells me they have taught us as Ugandans to speak with banana leaves covered. Banana leaves. Imagine. So instead of coming straight, for example, when she wants to make her hair, she doesn't tell me I want to make my hair. She just tells me how do you see this hair? That is the old one she's putting on. And me, I have no clue. I'm just saying, oh, wow, this hair is very nice. I don't know that she wants to change it, but she wants to get my opinion if she should go ahead to change it or not. But she has already made up her mind. So she says, how do you see this hair? I say, oh, this hair is very nice. This hair is wonderful. With the mind that you have to speak to a woman very kindly and tell her things that are sweet. Don't make her feel bad. So I said the hair is very nice. She said, okay, all right. Then she goes in, then she comes out again. So you said the hair is nice. I said yes, the hair is nice. In fact, you can still wear it for like the next 2 weeks or so. She said, really? Wow. Okay. All right. Then she goes. She comes back. What if I change it? What do you think? Then I quickly catch the signal that, oh, this lady wants to go out to make her hair, but she's seeking my approval. And then I go straight, oh, and then I say, what is this? Why can't you tell me you want to make your hair? Why can't you tell me you want to make your hair? She said, no, we are taught to put banana leaves. No, no, we Nigerians were not taught to put banana leaves. We are taught to sandwich, for those of us who have been skilled in communication. You bring the sandwich approach. You bring the good side, you praise the person, then you inter switch your or interject there's a leaf we call a vegetable in Nigeria we call bitter leaf. It is here in Uganda, but I don't know the name they call it. It's a bitter leaf. They don't use it. Not nakati, not nakati. It's a different. In fact, it's more. If there's any English like that, it's bitter than nakati. They use it for curing some malaria, typhoid. Some people cook it as a delicacy. So it's very bitter. In fact, those who cook it as delicacy, they have to wash that leaf severally before you can cook it. So I'm not hesitant to tell you about it. I'm already using the word hesitant. Yes, somebody said Chigagi or Omubirizi. Okay, what about Kigali? Okay, whether Kigali or Kenya or Burundi, whatever the name is. The issue is that that leaf is very bitter. So before you put your bitter leaf in the bread or in the soup or in the sauce, you first of all, bring the crayfish or the mukene, the tomatoes, the sweet things. Then you put the bitter leaf. Then after, you bring again the fish or the meat, the chicken, and then you close. So after I had communicated with this person and I talked to him that, oh, what he did, no, not aloe vera, no, aloe vera is still sweet, no, not aloe vera. So after I talked with this person by email, the man came and said, wow, this guy can communicate. So you see, communication is key, both in writing. So as soon as you step up one step from the bottom, maybe you're an accountant somewhere, then you are promoted to maybe senior accountant, just one step from the bottom, your effectiveness in that place is determined by how you are able to communicate in speaking, verbal, and in writing, non-verbal. So it's very important. So that's why we say speaking and communication skills. Your presence is very important. When you walk in, can people feel your presence? Can somebody know that you are around? It doesn't matter how many people are in the room. Can they feel you are around? Now, that is just your presence. Now, let's talk about your impact. Let's leave presence. There are people that carry the presence, but they have no impact. After they have gone, people forget about them. So, how about your impact? Are you able to get your audience to feel your impact? Are you transformational? That's even the name of this club, Transformational Professionals Club. You must be transformational. You are not just there to fill the gap. Somebody said, I think it was John Maxwell, that communication begins as soon as you sit down from the audience. Communication has begun. So it's not until you come to the stage. So I want you to have a different perspective to this mentorship. It's not just carrying the microphone or standing to speak to people. No. Also, sitting down, your comportment, your your poise, the way you pause, the way you carry yourself, your authenticity is very, very important. So harnessing, we are saying, is the thing that is inside of you. Your voice is your platform. Your voice is your power. You've had some people say power, power to the people, people power. The people power they're talking about is not just something esoteric. It's not something mystical somewhere. They're talking about the voice. People power is about the voice. Can we talk and the people follow us? Can we talk and we have an influence? People power. Your voice is power. Very, very powerful. And those who have recognized it have made use of it very, very well. And when I discovered that right from my childhood, I don't joke with my voice. I told you, I shared my story with you, how right from my childhood, I began to, immerse myself with public speaking, with communication. In fact, they tell me my family, sometimes they just tell me, wow, just writing on WhatsApp to my siblings, we are seven of us. I'm the firstborn, and I'm in my 40s. And so I have big siblings. They are there. Some of them in their 40s also. And so just communicating on WhatsApp, they say, wow, David, only you is communicating with us these long messages. It comes effortlessly because I have immersed myself in building my communication skills. And so the challenge also I give to you. What are you doing with your communication? What are you doing with your voice? What are you doing with your hand, with your pen? How do you write? How do you communicate? Your email. When an email comes through, can they say, this is Charlotte, this is Patrick, this is Rita? Can they say it? I know where this email is coming from. Even without looking at the name, the sender or sendee or whatever, or whatever, can they know? Have you branded yourself to that extent that when you communicate, oh, this is this person talking? So it is very key. Let's move ahead. This George Bernard Shaw, you would have heard of him. He has written so much. He said the single biggest communication problem is the illusion that it is taking place. Mm. Mm. The single biggest communication problem is the illusion that it is taking place. You've read about Stephen Covey. He said, seek to understand, not just to be understood. I did a marriage course. Myself and my wife, we took a marriage course, 8 weeks marriage course. We didn't want to just say we are married. And I encourage young people to develop themselves, to invest themselves in their marriage. Marriage is not about the butterflies in the stomach or your heart pumping. I love her, she loves me. We are loving ourselves. No, no, no. You have to invest in it. So we took a marriage course, and in that marriage course, it is said that when you're talking to a spouse, especially in conflict resolution, you're trying to, resolve conflict, and you have a marriage time to resolve conflict, which me and my wife will do often. You see that. Now, when the other party is talking, don't be in a haste to reply. That my wife is saying, you did this the other day, you did this the other day, I'm not happy with you, I'm not happy, and you defend. No, no, no. You seek, you listen, not to respond, but to understand where is this person coming from. And you should know a man and a woman, they are created differently. Differently. Men are logical, women are emotional. Men are pragmatic, women, deal with their senses, what they can see, feel, and touch, depending on their love language. So you as a man, calm down, harness your emotion and say, okay, where is this woman coming from? And then when she finishes, you ask her, have you finished? And then you repeat, you rehearse what she has been saying. Did you say this? Did you mean this? That is communication. You're trying to understand her. You're not just trying to reply. You're not just trying to respond. So the problem is many people think communication is taking place, but whereas it's not. Have you not sent an email before or even a WhatsApp communication and somebody did not understand you? And they came and did another thing. Perhaps you're a team leader here, you're a supervisor, you're a manager, and you communicated, you delegated something to somebody. And when they came back, it was totally different. That's why it is important that when you are delegated a task, you ask question. Did you mean this? Did you say this? Did you say this? And then let the person clarify. So in communication, there's need for clarity, not just confidence. There's need for clarity. Are you clear? Do people understand you? It is having a common ground, communis, to have a common ground. When you're talking to an old woman, elderly woman, can she understand you despite your degrees that you have, despite your level of exposure? You have traveled around the world, you have seen people, you have met people, but now you're talking to a secondary school student or a primary school pupil. Can you be able, are you hesitant to calm down before you communicate? So having a common ground. I hope you're having value for this. Let me see you at the chat box. Yeah, yeah. Somebody said I've tested bitter leaf soup. You enjoyed it. Yes. Go to the chat box. Before I continue, before the plane continues, let me see if you're getting value for this. The few times we have begun. Yes, go ahead, go ahead. Let me see you. Let me see you. Let me see you. Yeah, yes, yes. Yeah. Yes, let me see. Thank you so much. It's such a wonderful flow of session. Thank you. Yes. Makande Steven. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Let's move ahead. Yes, listening to understand, not to respond. Yeah, very insightful. Yes, Esther, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, listening to understand, not to respond. Very, very important. Listening to understand, not to respond. Let's go ahead. In communication, there is need for value creation, needs analysis. So, as a speaker, as a communicator, you want to take a needs analysis of your audience, of your listeners. So, it begins with selling value. Those of you in sales will understand this much more better. You are not just going to sell to somebody what is not of value, because money itself is value. Money itself is value. So you don't want to waste people's time. I didn't come here to waste your time. Neither did Samuel come here to waste your time. We prepared seriously. This has been months, weeks. In fact, the date we fixed for this was postponed. We have been preparing for this for a very long, over 2 months or 3 months or so. Just that things come and circumstances come, one situation or the other. So give people value. When you stand up to speak, have it at the back of your mind that you are to speak value to people. Don't waste people's time. I want you to, that's why signature speaker, we said beyond words. That's the tagline for the organization. Signature speaker, beyond mere words. We want to train people, want to empower people to be able to go beyond just speaking. Don't be like some of these politicians or I'm sorry to say pastors or preachers, whoever they are, that just speak and their words don't carry power. No, 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 no. Don't waste people's time. Don't be like those that say, no, what would they do to me? Like Samuel mentioned, that the fact that you have a feeling, a fear, nervous, you are nervous, it shows you have respect for your audience. Yeah, I knew this a long time ago when I was studying, when I was, immersing myself to know how to communicate effectively. And I used to wonder, how can I get this nervousness out of me forever? No, no, no. You can't get it out forever. The fact that you are nervous before an audience, it shows you have respect for them. It shows you have prepared, and even your preparation, your thinking is not enough. I'm telling you, you need to sell value to people. Don't just stand up to speak. Stand up to sell value. So when you're speaking, it's either you're informing, it's either you're inspiring, it's either you're entertaining for those who are comedians, who are, you know, into comedy, jokes, and all the rest of them. Or those who are in music, there's some music that entertains. It's still the voice. You're using the voice. It all synchronizes. And also, it's either you're educating. If you're teaching, like I'm doing now, I'm educating you. I'm also inspiring you, or you're transforming. I want you to live better than you came here, than you joined this call. 55 of you in this call, you don't have to be the same way that you came. So whenever you are presenting, think value, give value. Anything outside of this is not effective presentation. Effective, underline, is not effective presentation. So be hesitant. I am using the word of the day, word of the week, hesitant, hesitant. Don't forget, hesitant. If you know it before, it's an added advantage. So this week, practice the word hesitant. When you're speaking in the office tomorrow, use the word hesitant, the word of the week for this week, the word hesitant. So when you stand up to speak, be hesitant to ensure that you are not just wasting people's time. In giving value, perceptions, talks, brands, products is very, very important. Very, very important. So even in the products we get, we look at value. You can't just come and sell something to me and I don't see value and I still say, oh, I just love this man. Wow. You're selling this shoe. Oh, I don't like the shoe, but let me buy it from you. I just love, when I see you, I just love you. Many a times we use that emotion because we're Africans. Oh, support my business, support my business. Patronize me, support me. And we use emotions. But if you look at it critically, we are buying value. So when you're standing, when you're presenting, give people value. The Marabian study says what we say accounts for 7%. Can you imagine what we say? So all the English you speak, everything amounts to 7%. How our voice, our tone, we say, how we say it, accounts for 38%. I deliberately pause so that you think about it very well. What we say, 7%. How we say it, the voice, 38%. Hello, Samuel. Hello, Coach Samuel. Very differently. I didn't steal the meat from the chicken saucepan. You stole the meat from the saucepan. Very different. Very, very different. Woo! You are a thief. You are a thief. You are a thief. Very different. Tone, voice account for 38%. Now, what is seen, the body language, the gesture, accounts for 55%. So, especially now in this AI revolution, in this attention span, people now look at you more than what you say, than how you say it. How you say it comes later, but what they say, what they see is very important. So that's why the way you carry yourself, your appearance, the way you talk, the way you respond, very, very key. So think about it. Where do you belong? Are you the one that is a talkative? You only talk, 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 talk. Like they say, women speak more than 2,500 words. Maybe they talk so much. That's why many of them, people don't listen to them. Or you're a man here, you've been talking so much, and the lady is just looking at you. You can't talk to a lady and she says, okay, we are going to get married. You are just talking, talking, talking. Show her something, body gesture. Show her, show her. Don't just talk, talk, talk. No, 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 no. My wife, I didn't talk so much. I just told her when I saw her and I fell in love, my stomach, everything, tinini, tanana, tinini, tanana, dina, donana, dina, donana, donana, dinana. Everything was singing. I just approached her. I said, see, I love you. And I don't want to waste time. I want to marry you. I want to commit. And she said, no, you're late. I said, how am I late? She said, I'm already in a relationship. I said, okay, no problem. I'll wait. I'll see how far you go. But I want to communicate to you that I love you. And I said, but I'm here. I'm here with you. So I began to buy things for her. Banana. Every lunch time, because we are working in the same organization. I bring banana, I bring cake. I knew that was what she likes. Then in the evening, sometimes I buy chips. She likes chips and ice cream with chicken. I buy that. Gesture, 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 body language. It speaks more than if I was always saying, I love you, I love you. So is it I love you we're going to eat? No, no, no. We are not going to eat I love you. No, no, no. You have to show it. Your voice, your tone, very important. So think about it. Everything rises and falls on communication. And John Maxwell also says everything rises and falls on leadership and communication. Very key. Very, very key. Let's go ahead. Why speak in public and why communicate? Why? Why? Why does it matter? One, it is a tool for leadership, for influence and transformation. Take note of this. Very, very important. Your communication matters because it is a tool for leadership. Everyone is a leader, whether you like it or not. There's a book by Robin Sharma. It says, The Leader Without a Title. Everybody is saying government is this, government is that. No, 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 no. You have a place in your community, in your church, your mosque, wherever your office. You are a leader. Take the initiative. You are a leader. Don't just be callous about it or be indifferent and say, oh, I'm not a leader. Leadership is not by title, as we shall see in the course of the mentorship. That's why I want you to sign up. Sign up. Very important. Sign up. We have given you a room. You can pay 200 in the first installment. Then later, around when we are almost finishing on the 3rd or 6th of uh, of December, you finish up the other installment. We shall also have physical sessions where you will come and demonstrate your speaking and communication skills. We are harnessing it now. So don't be hesitant to run away. By the way, there are 4 kinds of speakers. We have the avoiders, we have the resistors. People that resist, the avoiders, people they avoid. They can go to the washroom when it is their turn to speak. They avoid speaking. Then we have the resistors. Those they can stay there, but they resist when you call them to give a closing remark, to give a vote of thanks, to speak in that PTA meeting, to speak in that conference, to speak in the meeting, to give a closing prayer. They are resistant. They are hesitant. Those are number 2 resistors. Then we have the acceptors. They just accept. Perhaps their boss has told them to to represent them. So they just accept it, but it's not in their very nature to go after speaking. So they are accepting the responsibility. Now, the 4th group is the seekers, people that seek. They seek to speak. Whether they know how to do it or not, once they ask a question, who is going to give us a closing prayer? Who is going to give us a vote of thanks? Who is going to introduce this meeting? They raise up their hand, they pick the microphone, they stand up in the room and they speak. Those are the seekers. And that is what we want you to be. So, communication is not just the leadership of title. You are a leader. So don't avoid, don't be an avoider, don't be a resistor, don't be an acceptor, be a seeker. So check yourself now. Begin to scale yourself. Where are you? Where are you? Just go to the chat box and tell me where you are. Are you an acceptor? Are you an avoider? Are you a resistor? Are you a seeker? Go to the chat box. I want you to be engaging. Where are you? Who are you? Where do you judge your scale yourself? Are you an avoider? Oh, Christine says seeker, resistor, seeker. Okay, very good, very good. Seekers. Yes, I'm an avoider. Patrick, okay. But today, you move one step upward. Yeah, one step upward. Yes. Okay. Yes, seeker. Kind, yes, yes, Seeker, yes, go ahead, yes. I want you to come. Avoider, Sharon, yeah. Seeker, yes. Moses, avoider. Oh, wow, I've been okay. Go ahead. Acceptor, okay. Yes, 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 yes. Avoider. Oh, no, no, no. You run to the washroom or run somewhere to hide yourself, or you take an excuse. Okay, okay, okay. Rita, an avoider. Josephine, avoider. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Yes, tools for leadership, influence, and transformation. The next thing is that speaking matters in your career. It is your leadership multiplier. 85% of career success is linked to your communication and people skills. Dale Carnegie said that. It is the engine room of your career growth, which is the number 1 criteria for promotion and advancement. And Warren Buffett said you are 50% worth now more than who you are now because of your communication skills, writing and speaking. Warren Buffett, a billionaire, imagine that, one of the richest men in the world. That communication skills is you're worth more 50% if you can improve on your communication skills. Don't take it for granted. When we also look at the 5 levels of value, communication is at the top. You have the other, uh, periphery, those positions below, but communication is at the top. So if you want to advance, you need to advance in your communication skills. Now, despite the AI revolution, people are talking of AI technology, machine learning, and all the rest of them, reshaping workplaces. Human communication is very important. How we interact. Remember tone, remember gestures, remember body language, remember the words. Very important. It's a skill that is irreplaceable. It is an indispensable tool you will need to add to what you have. Are you technical? You need communication skills. Whatever you have. Are you a leader? You need communication skills to be able to carry along your team and the people that follow you. It improves your self-worth that you are able to go for an interview. You enter with confidence, with poise, with presence in the boardroom, in the courtroom as a lawyer, or in the bedroom as husband and wife. Your self-worth, your value increases because of your communication acumen, your potential. So think about it. It creates opportunity for you. I've been in places where it's just my communication skills that opens the room. I was in a meeting one time and there were several people there. And I saw the people were just quiet, they didn't want to talk. And I just rose up my hand and said something. In a meeting, they said, "Oh, this question is this question and answer session is over. But if you have questions, please just write it down." I just put up my hand. No, 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 no. I have a burning question. I have a burning question. I can't live here without the speakers, the panelists answering me. And everybody was like, "Wow, who is this guy?" And they gave me chance to ask my question. But there were other people there who were having burning questions. But the moderator said, well, time has gone. If you have questions, just write it down and we shall look, you come and meet us personally. And that's how some people, their burning questions just go like that. They are not answered. But me, I said, no, no, no. I will keep it straight and simple. I will keep it short. Please, can you answer my question before we join the main session? And they had my without microphone. I have a question. I have a question. It's burning. It's burning. It's burning. Don't go for a meeting and watch the room. I don't say you should do like me. And every time you go to a place, you start say, "I have a question." You will start talking like Martin Luther King Jr. I have a question. I have a question. No, no, no. Don't do like that. Just watch the room. Effective communicators watch the room. They gauge the room before they go on. Samuel, is it time or I gone?
Yeah, okay. You can wind up. I know it's 30 past 8.
Okay. So let me finish up. You can stay here with me forever and ever. But I'm not God. Okay, let me wind up very quickly. Now, most people will rather die than to speak. And it has been said that public speaking is the number one fear after death. Can you imagine that people prefer to die than to speak? Imagine that you prefer to enter the coffin, enter the graveyard than to stand to speak. Can you imagine? Because when it comes to death, everybody, I don't want to die. Jesus, God, I don't want to die. No, but now when it comes to public speaking, people prefer to die than to speak. Think about it. What is your message? Everyone has a message. What is your message? Are you speaking to entertain? Are you speaking to train? Are you speaking for information? Are you speaking to inspire? Are you speaking to educate? What is your message? Who do you want to speak to? When do you want to do that? Think about it. Your message can save someone's life. It can save someone's soul. It can save someone's business. Very important. Your message can save someone's life, someone's soul, someone's business. So think about the message you want to have. Your message can come from what you are passionate about. What are you passionate about? Three things. What are you passionate about? What are you knowledgeable about? What is your story? I have a divorce story and I always share it with people. When I got married to someone here in Uganda and she left. And it's so funny how I am married a Ugandan again. That means God wanted me in Uganda. In fact, I was saying, no, 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 I will never marry again. But I had to heal. So I have a story. What's your story? What's your experience? What have you gone through in life? Which audience do you want to speak to? All this put together brings your message together. Good communication or good communicators, they know themselves, they connect with themselves, and they accept themselves. So you have to do a SWOT analysis of who you are, your strengths, your weakness, your threats, your opportunities, and then see how you can improve by, immersing yourself, investing in communication, just like this mentorship. I want you after this session, now you sign up to grow your communication skills. Whatever you are doing, are you an accountant? Are you an IT person? You need to know yourself. What's your potential? Do you know yourself? You need to know yourself. Discovering your authentic voice is not found in imitation. Don't imitate how I speak. Don't imitate how someone speaks. Don't imitate any good speaker you've seen before. No. Discovering your authentic voice is about revelation, knowing yourself. Great communicators know themselves, connect with themselves, and they accept themselves for who they are. I'm a Nigerian. I shouldn't be saying I want to speak like a Chinese. No, 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 no. You put us together, we are authentic individually. You hear from the Chinese, you like him. You hear from the European, you like him, you like her. And then you hear from me, a Ugandan or a Nigerian or whoever, wherever you're from. Authentic. Don't copy somebody. Discovering your authentic voice is not found in imitation, but in revelation. Connecting with yourself, knowing yourself, understanding yourself. That's where your message becomes clearer. That you've gone through a situation, you connect with yourself. Oh, I'll be able to speak clearly to this kind of people. Maybe you went through trauma as a young person, whoever you are. That can be a way of connecting or discovering your message. Very important. 4 questions to ask. I'm running up very soon now. 4 questions you need to ask when you are speaking, communicating, or presenting. Number one, what do you want your audience to see? Show them opportunities. What do you want your audience to see? So before you stand up to speak, ask yourself, what do you want your audience? That's why preparation is important. Envisage your audience, envisage yourself speaking to your audience. Number two, what do you want your audience to know? Give them value. We talked of value before. Number three, what do you want your audience to feel? Empower them. Use emotions. Very important. Show emotions. Your action is very important. And finally, what do you want your audience to do? What do you want them to do? Apply. Make an application. Multiply what you've done. Whatever you're teaching, apply it. If you cannot define it, they can't take it. So you have to take your audience from the know-how to the do now, not tomorrow. Now, 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 now. As we find many pastors, when they preach, they just at the end of it, let us pray. Or somebody giving a speech in a conference, or an imam or an alaja in a mosque, they just finish talking and they just dismiss people. No, call people to action. Call people to action. So ask yourself, Is it something you see? Vision, imagination. Visualize yourself. Picture yourself in the audience. Is it something you know? Thoughts. If you don't know it, don't say it. Don't teach it. If you cannot see it, don't show it. Don't picture it. Take note of this. Take note of this. Is it something you feel? If you don't feel it, don't inspire it. You will be so fake, and people can know that you are fake. You will be so unauthentic. If you don't, if you don't see that you can do it, don't put an action to it. If you have not done it, don't put an action to it. Very important. Don't model it. So your communication must contain vision, thoughts, emotions, and actions. Vision, thoughts, emotions, and action. What do you want your audience to see? What do you want your audience to know? What do you want your audience to feel? And what do you want your audience to do? So, what are the takeaways? Number one, every voice, your voice carries power, but it becomes impactful when it is guided by purpose, refined by skill, and anchored in authenticity. So we go back to the word harnessing. Now, when we are saying harnessing, we mean something that is channeled towards a particular purpose. You are not just a wildfire that is just burning. You are not just a river that just flowing. That same river can be harnessed and it brings forth a dam where we can now have electricity because it has been harnessed. Many of you have the potential, very raw. When you talk, you just talk anyhow. There's no structure. You don't know how to give a structured speech. Your thoughts are not together. You're talking about bread, then you switch to mosquito, and you're giving a speech. Your thoughts should be structured. That's why we talk about harnessing what's inside of you. How do you bring out your thoughts? How do you draft out your point and say, okay, this one I want to say, this one I want, this should be first, this should be the next thought, this should be next one, this should be next one. This is how I should use my chest, my hands, this is how I should keep my face, this is how I should dress. You have to be structured. So your voice carry power. But if it is not guided with purpose, you misfire. Have you not had people who speak and the whole audience is annoyed? They are angry. They are wondering, where did this man come from? He came here to embarrass us. He came here to insult us. So you have to be guided. There are people that give jokes, but the jokes are insults. They don't read the room to understand what is the culture of these people. What kind of jokes do they take? You're a comedian. You just speak anyhow. No, you have to be guided. Communication is a leadership skill that multiplies your influence. You have to speak with clarity, empathy, purpose, conviction, and connect with your audience. No, tell yourself today that you are a messenger of value. Your words can either serve somebody or uplift them. You can be an encourager, you can be a transformer, you can be an inspirer, you can be an educator. So before you speak, ask yourself, what do I want my audience to see? Show them opportunities. If you cannot see it, if you cannot have the vision, don't show it, don't picture it. What do I want my audience to know? Give them value. If you don't know it, don't give them the thoughts. Don't say it. Don't teach it. Just keep quiet. Don't pretend. Be authentic. What do I want my audience to feel? Show them emotions. Empower them. What do I want them to do? Take them from the know-how to the do-now. Multiply. And so your communication must contain in it vision, thoughts, emotions, action. Very important. So we're going to act now. And what are we going to do? You are going to do a video. Yes, record yourself. You give a 2-minute introduction about yourself and about your strengths. Then write your personal speaking mission statement. Can be one sentence, two sentence. What do you want to, see yourself doing when you are speaking? Remember value. Like me, I always use the word I am called to communicate for a life change. So whenever I'm doing a training, whenever I'm doing an inspirational speaking, I want to communicate for a life change. Life change. I want to impact. I want to transform. That is all that I'm just thinking about beyond mere words. I don't just want to speak. I want to carry a presence that when I speak, people, oh, David has come here. Asanga has spoken to us. So, what's your personal mission statement? Can just be one line, can be something inspire, elevate, this, that. It can just be a tagline. So, write your personal mission statement. Very important. Very important. Then also, observe a short talk by a professional speaker. You can go on YouTube, go anywhere, or even in your office, someone that you admire when they speak. Watch them this week in a presentation and write 3 qualities that you admire. You put them in the group. Those of you that have not joined the group, you make sure you join the WhatsApp group. So how do give a good video practice as we have told you to give a video speech? So look straight in the camera. Now, when you're doing a camera, don't look at how you're talking. There's that interface. When you're talking, you're seeing yourself. No, no. Don't look at that. Look at that eye in the camera. Look at it. So just picture that people are seeing you. Don't look at yourself, how you're talking, your gestures. As sometimes you can be carried away that you're looking at yourself. No, no. Look at that thing like an eye, the round thing. Just look at it and you talk. Don't look up. Don't look beside. Don't look beside. Look at it as you're talking, as you're giving your this thing. Mind your environment also. Ensure you have audio quality and dress very well. Mind your dressing. Don't be shabby. Then have a very high resolution. Be you. Be real. Be authentic. When you make mistake, just go ahead. Don't. We're not here for perfection. We're here for progress. So, thank you for listening. I wish you will join the mentorship class and sign up today. And you can share on the chat box what you've learned. Over to you, Coach Samuel. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right, all right. Friends, join me in thanking our speaker, our facilitator, and our mentor. If you have been blessed, you've learned one or two things, feel free to join me in saying thank you so much to David. I think David speaks the message and shares the right nuggets. As David has mentioned, this is our first session out of the planned five sessions. So as indicated, we're going to have these sessions. Now, away from this session, in the next sessions, we encourage you to again come through when you're ready to speak, because the exercise that you've been given, you're going to share those videos where we shall be able to give feedback in terms of how you've presented yourself. But even when we are going through the session, we'll be having those moments where you are presenting on some of the assignments so that we can be able to assess you. Some of the areas that we shall definitely assess you, and David has brought them very clearly, is the aspect of your visual, how you are able to face the audience. Remember, he said whatever the visual aspect takes, how are you able to face the audience most of the times? I know for some of us, we start well facing the audience, and because of stage fright, you find ourselves looking different sides, or even start now to focus on what we are presenting. So that is one of the areas that we shall assess you. And you see, this is a journey, because our hope is that right now you're not perfect, and that's the reason why you're part of this training or mentorship. You want to improve. And one of the things that I've also been able to really gain out of mentorship is that you're able to get feedback. Every one of us has those blind spots that we cannot see and we cannot comprehend. And it's another person who is able to tell you and say, Samuel, I like how you manage your stage, but you overmove so very fast. You find yourself, you're moving from this side to this side, this side to this side. So all these strategies of public speaking will be able to go through them. How are you confident? How are you moving? You're moving purposely. You're not just moving because they said good public speakers move from one direction to another. And that's why we are also not just going to do assessments based on your videos or even based on your presentations during the mentorship sessions. We are going to have physical sessions, which we are creating. We are creating 2 physical sessions, especially for those that are within the Ugandan environment, which I believe are most of our participants. So we're going to have our first session, which is going to happen. David, remind me, our first session is on 20, is it 22nd?
22nd, yeah, 22nd.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
so the understanding is by the time we are going to meet on 22nd, you've gone through all this kind of mentorship and you're going to make a presentation. So we're going to give you an assignment where you're going to present like a 30 minutes presentation or a 20 minutes presentation. And in here, you're going to get direct feedback from the facilitators, but even your peers who are going to be part of this moment. So that is one of the things that you're going to benefit when you're part of this mentorship. And then we're going to also have another final event where you'll be now graduating through the mentorship, but you also make presentations and will help us to be able to gauge you from where you started from to where you are on the aspects of how you're able to manage your visual, how you're able to manage your vocal, and how you're able to manage your verbal. All these aspects are very key, like Mr. David has mentioned. So myself, I'm excited for this program, and this is one of the kinds. We believe that there's a lot of inspirational messages that each one of you have. There are lots of stories that you could actually share out there. And as David mentioned, we are in the era of AI where communication is now even taking another level. People want the authentic you. Save for the time where we've been making posts. You can make posts from the entire year without even sharing a single video. Right now, when you share a post, somebody's already reading between the lines. Is this AI or this is actually written, let's say, written post? But with the mentorship in public speaking, you're going to get confidence. Where we're even going to do some challenge around videos where you're going to share and you're going to get real feedback around some of these videos. And I will tell you that the opportunities are lying within you getting yourself out there, because it is getting your message there that somebody is going to reach out and say, oh, you shared very good information about that concept or that new IFRS. How about you come and teach it to our staff? How about we offer you this consultancy? That is how the world is now going to receive you. So I want to encourage you to be part of the mentorship. And I know that the resources are in there to help equip you become the best version of yourself. So I want to hand over to David again to just share with us what is required for someone to be part of the mentorship and to give any other highlights that I might have left out.
Oh, okay. Um, Let me share here. So the mentorship um, is going to take place for 5 weeks. So this is the first Wednesday we've begun. Then next Wednesday we shall meet for those now who are paid up. Then we shall have a physical session on the 22nd. Those who are paid up, we shall communicate to you the venue. We are still sorting out the venue. There's a place we are looking at, very nice place. So also we are going to offer you a certificate. Also, we have made a booklet. At the end of this session, I think someone will be sharing the material we prepared for you today, for those of you who joined the WhatsApp group. So we have a material for you, which I'll print it out and share with you. It's going to be lovely. Then the final will be either on the 6th of December, where we come together. It will just be more of presentation, not just teaching, but presentation. Can give you enough time to present. And in fact, we shall do more of impromptu speaking. There will be no time for you to prepare your speech, but you do impromptu speaking. So we have outlined different sessions. We have dealt with the first one today. This next session will be sharpening your communication skills. How do you communicate with confidence, with authority? How do you master composure, clarity as a leader? Then we shall have how to engage your audience, persuasive speaking using storytelling techniques. And then the fourth will be mastering impromptu speaking and how do you handle question and answer, especially tough audience and all the rest of them. So we encourage you to be part of this. And right now we have removed the 50K. We are now, you know, opening it up for as many who can uh, come in. With 400K, you are good to go. So you have two installments, one installment and the other. But also you can communicate if you really want to be part of it, and finance is an issue in terms of the installment. We're not saying we are doing free of charge. No, no. In terms of the installment, if you can communicate to us, you can give us a payment plan, so to say, before we end the session, then you can talk to myself or Samuel or any of the team members in the TPC. We have a growth tracker where you can, always, score yourself for those who will be part of it. So it's going to be a lovely time, and I can't wait to see you here. Thank you.
All right. So I've shared the form in the chat box. Maybe just also highlight that we only have 20 slots. And why I want to say that we have 20 slots. I've already mentioned about our physical sessions where you're going to present. So imagine you have over 50 people that are presenting. So we want to give the opportunity to whoever takes the slot first. We've already have some people that have paid. And after this program means that Mr. David has indicated if you've been part of this, you can go on to give in your the assignment that has been given. But for the next session, again, this will be now restricted to those that have been able to make the payment. And again, this has been flexible. Why? Because we've now moved it from 450 to now 400. If you followed our journey as a Transformation Professionals Club, we want to have access to some of these programs. How I wish we could actually even have this program offered for free. But because of the costs that are involved, including hosting these physical sessions that we want to do, but also making sure that we're giving value and also having people to appreciate the value that we are giving. That is why we are putting a small charge. Whoever's been part of some of these programs, you really understand that these are really heavily invested programs that you need to pay highly. But we're giving you the opportunity to be part of our first cohort, because after the next programs that we will have in the future, these, of course, they will be higher than this value. So take this moment. If you've been a public speaker before, myself, I'm a public speaker, I'll tell you that whatever you're investing in yourself is actually not even equivalent to what somebody will actually pay you for a day to speak. Because once you've mastered your game, means that you're going to now speak your price. And people will actually be able to call you and pay you this amount of money because you speak the message that people want to listen to. So I hope that you're able to invest. And like David has shared, we again made it even more flexible for you that you don't have to pay the full amount at once. Why we? Because we care so much about you to ensure that you're part of this program. So it means that you can actually pay a half of the amount and pay the balance. I know for most of us are salary earners. So right now you may not be in the right position, but at least you know that maybe the salary of November will come through and be able to add. So be part of this opportunity. If you have already registered and paid, welcome on board. We are going to share with you materials after this session. And for those that have not been able to make the payment yet, please express your commitment on when you will pay. And the form basically has that portion where you're able to indicate so that before we have the session, you have been able to pay. And that is also an assumption that the slots are actually still available, because we also want to have more value for each one of us. We do not want you we don't want to have a lot of masses into the program where you're not benefiting. We want you to benefit from the program such that we can give you individual feedback, because everyone is going to be assessed individually. I think one of the things that we just did even with David here, you'll find that there are times where you're going to have co-facilitators. How do you handle co-facilitation? How are you able not to distract the other speaker? How are you able to support them at the end of the day? So we're going to learn about presentations. How are you able to make a presentation? Sometimes you do not need to come and tell the facts. Sometimes you just need to see how do I engage the audience such that they can be able to share. So that is what David has just posted the amounts for those that are TPC members, the TPC paid up members, because we have a paid up membership program. For those, the amount is 300,000 only. So I look forward to seeing you in the program. And yeah, may God bless you on this journey of your public speaking journey.
Yeah, somebody asked about the assignment. Let me okay, so this is the assignment. I will send it on the group, or Coach Samuel can send it, or what you are supposed to do. So just don't panic. We shall send it for you. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. I think, David, I know that it's already 3 minutes past 21. So whoever, if you have a question, please feel free to reach out to myself and David. There are the means within that WhatsApp group for public speaking. If you're not part of that WhatsApp group, again, I've shared the link. Make sure that you're part of that group, because that's where we're going to have the conversation. We don't want to have a lot of information into our main group. So David and I are in there. You can be able to come through and yeah, ask any questions that you may need. At the end of this, definitely you'll get a certificate which you can be able to add to your CV, because your public speaking skill is one of those key skills, especially for people that aspire to become managers, supervisors, because for you to be able to deliver the message of instruction to your subordinates, you need to have great public speaking skills. So I hope that you'll be able to be part of this program. I think we can allow some people, in case you have a question, you can ask as we wind down this session. In case you have a question, you can ask about the program. I know some people had asked some questions in the chat box, but we incorporate some of these within the sessions such that we can be able to answer all these. And also, if you have a question, you can also even post in the WhatsApp group. Let's make it interactive such that we can benefit. But I want to give an opportunity to one bold person, in case you can be able to unmute yourself and take the opportunity, like Mr. David Asanga took the opportunity to say, I have a question, I have a question. So whoever wants to give a vote of thanks or ask any question or give any remarks, we're giving you the opportunity such that we can be able to end. Again, this is not just a program for us to speak, for you to come and listen, because we've done a lot of that. We want to make sure that you come fully empowered. And that's why I said when I was starting the session that even our expectation is when we come, we need to see the cameras on. We need to be able to see you. So make sure that you can get yourself comfortable. And you see, public speaking is about practice. The more you get yourself before the camera, before the audience, the better you perfect it. So looking forward to everyone. Anyone wants to take a chance? If you have a question, we want to make sure that we give you the opportunity. 3, 2, 1. Anyone? Yes, Mustafa. I see your microphone is unmute. Yes, I see
Okay,
Mustafa.
okay,
After Mustafa, we can have Manda to just come through. Yes, Mustafa.
okay. Thank you, Coach Samuel, for the opportunity. I'd like to thank our mentor for today, Mr. Sanga David, for that quite insightful session, the first session on the planned program of the public speaking. As I thank him, I'd like to pose a question whether you are also minding about speaking before the camera and how best people can prepare their presentations online. Because as we very well know, that nowadays speaking online is taking shape. So I'd like to know whether inside this program, we have actually made a provision for how someone can prepare an online presentation. The physical is very good, but also in addition, I think we also need this skill for online presentation. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. David, you want to take that question? I think we can have is it Patrick? Patrick's question, such that we can answer it at the same time. I don't know if it was Patrick. Yes, Patrick Manda, can you unmute? You have the rights to unmute.
Okay. Good evening, Coach. Hello.
Yes,
Am
we
I
can hear
audible?
you. We can hear you. Proceed.
Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm not a fan of public speaking, but I hope and trust that after this session, my life will turn around. I'm asking about the payment. When is the due date for the payment? That's the question I have, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. David, you want to come through and just share?
Okay, I'll answer Mustafa and then you can answer Patrick. Yeah, Mustafa, thank you for your question. We are going to put that in a plan to also that is part of it because like you have said, it's very important how you appear. You saw the brief um, introduction I gave about good video practices. Apart from video, but also online presentation is very, very key. How do you stand? Even let's say you're doing an online presentation that requires you to stand. How do you look into the camera? How do you use your gesture? How do you dress? Sometimes people take it for granted that they are appearing online. And so you can find somebody wearing a shirt or wearing something that is not so it's not so friendly to the audience, but because they are online, they take it for granted. So how do you present yourself? Very important. And how do you speak to people that they know you are engaged? Because many times we're online, but the discussions, the conversations are so boring. They are so engaging. And somebody said, if the audience is sleeping, somebody needs to go and wake the speaker. So the fact that we're online does not mean things should be boring. Things should just be so casual. So all that we shall look into at the mentorship program. So just be around and we shall put it. If really we can also do an assessment of individuals and we say, okay, if yours is online presentation, we give it to you full swing and perhaps we immerse you, give you drills, you make speeches 20 times, look into the camera until you become, not perfect, but you have progressed. So it's going to be very exciting. Yeah. So I hope I've answered you.
Okay, I think you have answered. I don't know if Mustafa says the same, but I'll just try to also just add and say that like Mustafa said, we're in the era of content where you see a lot of videos online on LinkedIn, on TikTok, everywhere. And the best way to develop thought leadership again is also through making sure that you're doing some of these videos. Now, some of you have seen even us doing these weekly sessions that we do as part of TPC. My vision around this program is we're not just going to end on the 5 weeks. We want to make sure that we are remaining a community that is empowering ourselves in terms of public speaking. Because if you have, especially if you're part of this mentorship, if you have an opportunity or you have a message to share, we can give you an opportunity to come and demonstrate whatever you've learned in terms of your skills by being featured on one of our sessions, our weekly sessions as the club, or on one of our podcasts. So we want to not just teach you the public skills that are going to help you in the workplace, but also what is going to help you develop your thought leadership within your industry, such that you are a name that is actually looked at, which is now the future of work, because personal brands are everywhere. I already mentioned and said my wishes also has to have, let's say, a video challenge where we're sharing over, let's say, 20 videos within a period of, let's say, 20 days. It could be spread, where you are able to frequently share these messages and gain your confidence. Again, public speaking is about making sure that you practice. The more you practice, the better. So that is what I can comment. So video online, that is part of the program. Again, I want also to mention about the question around the timelines for the payment. So our next class is going to happen on the 12th. Now, I mentioned that we have a cap of how many we want to take in. We are looking for 20 people that can be part of this program because of how we've structured the program. So the goal is between now and 11th, which is Tuesday, you need to have paid, but it's a first come, first serve. So whoever is able to pay first is able to take up this slot. So I encourage you, if you have the funds, to go on to make the payment such that you even get the materials, because we have quite a lot of materials that we're going to give you, such that you can now be put in another platform, because apart from our programs where we've been making this accessible to everyone, now this will be a private program, because we want to give dedication and mentorship to individuals. Because you see, when it comes to our public speaking journey, everyone is at a different level in their public speaking skills journey. So we want to make sure that we are not just having a massive thing. We want to make sure that we are walking the journey with the individual person and supporting them in those various areas through feedback, but also giving them the strategies of how they can be elevated. So that is what I can comment when it comes to the amount. So make sure that you make the payment as soon as possible. Like I said, the fee has now been discounted to only 400,000 shillings because we want to make this again more available, and you can pay 50%, which is 200,000, and pay the balance by the end of the month. So that is what I wanted to share. So I hope we've made clarity in that aspect. All right. So unless there's any other question, I think I would end this program now, such that we can be able to move on to other things. Let's keep the interactions within the WhatsApp group, and let's see how we can be able to elevate our public speaking skills and communications. So thank you so much, and I would love to give back to David to give his closing remarks, and we close.
Okay, thank you so much, Samuel. Thank you so much, everyone. We can't wait to see you. Keep pushing. The assignment will drop it in the group, the general group, and then you do it and submit it in the group there, and then we give feedback. Mr. Mustafa, also, you can, if you have not joined the group, you join it. And so the assignment is record yourself 2-minute video introducing yourself and talking about your strengths. So we want to see it, and then we know it's going to be a lovely time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a good night, rest, sleep well, and enjoy your night. God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.